begin with a red thread. You want something contrasting, not matching. You want to be able to see the thread. So I chose a red thread. You can do purple or a blue, maybe a dark blue, or black even. Or you can do white. White basing thread always works as well. So I'm going to thread trace with a running stitch, only grabbing the beaded tulle layer, because as you can see, I pinned both layers together, so the outer layer is pinned along with the lining layer. And in the case of the lining layer being pinned with the outer, I do a quick tap press to get a line on the lining layer, if that makes sense. Now I'm removing the pins, and I am now marking. So there is a faint press line where I'm marking the pins on the fold of the lining. Marking all around. Now I will begin to remove the chain stitch. There's a double chain stitch that is used for this hem, for this lining hem. I have a sewing machine that can duplicate this type of hem. However, to set the stitching and all that, to get that particular hem is a little difficult. So I choose to serge, turn, and then stitch 2 rows of stitching to pretty much duplicate. So as you can see, I found the chain and I'm just unraveling and pulling it out. So I'll go to the iron and press flat just so that I can maneuver a little better. And I don't show that on the camera, but you can just, if you don't have your iron on hand, you can just fold it. Did I fold it? No, I don't think I pressed it, but normally, yeah, I did press it. So now you're going to mark, and as you can see, I'm marking, I think this is a 3/4 of an inch hem depth. So I'm marking using this heat erase pin. It looks like a red pin, but it's not. It is definitely a heat erase. So if I put steam to it, it will disappear. I think I got it off of Amazon. Next step, you're going to cut. I'm cutting on the line, and in the case of having a heat erase pin, it's okay to expose that line. If you are using a pencil or a permanent marker or something like that, which I wouldn't suggest, you definitely want to cut above that mark because it'll be difficult for you to remove. Now here I'm determining the amount that I'm hemming, and I drop the pins a little bit below the actual red thread tracing just to get the exact mark. Now I'm bringing the edge up, almost acting as if it is an applique without cutting it off, because if you decide to cut it off, you're going to lose all those beads and it will take a lot longer to do this type of hem. So if you can see, I'm almost creating like an applique effect in a way. So I'm going to continue marking, and I am exposing maybe a little bit beyond that tulle edge, maybe the first row of sequin, just so that it will look like the original, because obviously the original does not have a seam and we are putting a seam there, so we want to duplicate the look of that sheer tulle finished look. It has a little bit slight airy look to it. So So there you go. And I will go to the machine. I machine stitched it and then cut probably about, I would suggest about 1/4 inch. And I'm turning it upwards, folding it upwards, just getting an idea. However, you can, before folding it upwards, you can begin to remove some of those sequins out of the way, just so that it won't scratch the wearer's leg. I think I'm doing that right now. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of frame, so you can't really see, but I think I'm removing some of the sequin. I will fold it up afterwards, do a slip stitch or cross stitch. You don't need to put steam or press the finished result because it will change the sheen or shine of the sequin. So here you have it. This is the finished results, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.